Hey folks, welcome back to SC Hollers. I'm Saxa Wine, and over this past weekend, we've had quite a few developments. One of them was the Battlefield 6 open beta. Then after that, we ended up playing a bunch of Roadcraft with the homies.
All three towers back in action. You did good today. Real good. Tonight, I'll raise my mug of cocoa to you.
D-U-N. Done. So now it's Monday, August 11th, and we are getting back into Star Citizen and patches and stuff. And one thing I really wanted to go over, but I was waiting on server stability to get better in the PTU, is news around the Hull C. And I think a lot of people kind of nudged it to the side because the Hull C's been broken for so long. That being said, there is a little bit of industry news that I want to go over in 4.3, but I think this patch is going to be very slim on industry related stuff. So the first big thing you're going to notice when you first log into 4.3 is this. You are going to spawn in your hangar. Now this is only working currently at your home station, and I'm not sure if it's a bug or not, but the new ASD facilities, if you log out there, as of last week when I tested it, you could still log back in and be at the ASD facility. If you're one of those people that wants to purchase ammo, armor, food, whatever, when you first log in and get out of the habs, all you need to do is just backspace. It'll take you to the medical center, and then you can hit that area, go back to the main menu, log back in, and you'll be back in your hangar. Now the meat and potatoes of this video is going to be the Hull C. When the Evocati patch came out about a week and a half ago, there was one particular potential bug fix that came out for the Hull C that was it was fixing the problem where if you turned in a cargo hauling mission, it would not count all of your cargo. And so basically you couldn't complete your mission, and if you don't complete a cargo hauling mission, it doesn't scale it properly by how much SCU that you actually turned in. It scales it based on 25, 50, 75, or 100% completion. So if you're doing one of these 698,000 or 711,000 aUEC missions for the Hull C, you would go load up your cargo, probably deal with a whole bunch of bugs at the station because server stability is crap, and then you would go and turn in, or you would go to the station where you would turn in your cargo, and it starts working, it picks up the cargo, yada yada yada, and then it would, let's say you had 3,000 SCU to turn in, it would stop at 2,800. And so you would only get 75% of your payment, which I think is somewhere around 525,000 aUEC, which is still a good chunk. But if you're doing any of these, like any of those missions really, like the Terra Gateway to Magnus Gateway, that is a 6-minute flight. Then you add in the part where you have to load and unload your cargo, which could be anywhere from 3 minutes to 7 minutes, depending on how full this mission is or how full it's going to make your Hull C. And then on top of that, if you are only operating at one Hull C, you can't just backspace to Terra Gateway and claim your Hull C, because that's going to be a 15-minute expedited timer, right? So now you're going to have to spend the next 6 minutes flying back to Terra Gateway to repeat that route just to make 700k. So you're looking at around, from Terra Gateway to Magnus Gateway, the 698k mission, you're going to spend the next 25 minutes doing that one mission. And so in this footage that you see here, I am in 421. I got a mission from Terra Gateway to Pyro Gateway. This is about a 17-minute round trip in just one Hull C. And you can see the mission is finished unloading, but I only have 3,800 cargo out of 3,979. And so I'm missing about just short of 100 SCU of cargo, and I'm only going to make 500k because the system is bugging. And so I won't bore you with the footage of this, but I did you can see the timer at the bottom in the 4.3 PTU. I did an hour and a half of Hull C supply runs, and I don't have the same rank in PTU as I do in the live service. And so I was doing rookie and junior rank missions. of all those missions, I completed a total of 7. And the other 3 I abandoned. So in total, like, of all missions that I accepted, I took 10 missions, I completed 7. And this doesn't reflect how the stations are going to react on the live servers. There are more players on live. So while I've had success so far, and the missions have 100% completed, we may not get the same results on the live server. But as of right now in PTU, this is working 100%. Now, if this continues to work going into live, which I'm hopeful it is, because I've tested the Hull C previously in different PTU patches and had similar results, where it won't turn in all of your cargo. But it has worked every single time so far I've tested in the PTU. And so I hope the next step for the Hull C is that they work on the back end servers for these stations, specifically these errors where it won't load your cargo, it won't unload your cargo, it sits at the 0000 timer or whatever. So my last piece of business for this video is that the MISC Fortune can be purchased for 1.9 million at New Deal, and the Drake Golem can be purchased for just under 1.1 mil at New Deal. And you also have the opportunity to purchase the Mirai Guardian and the F7C Ghost. The F7C Ghost can be purchased for 5.38 million at New Deal, and the Guardian can be purchased at Astro Armada for 6.615 million. Last exciting news is that they are working on the engineering tech preview, and so look for that coming next week, and let's get into some good engineering content. Short video today, guys. I appreciate you watching and sticking around. I am Saxawine, this is SC Haulers, and we'll see you at the next haul. Love you, bye.